My friends, welcome back to the channel where secrets aren't whispered, they're revealed in a blaze of pure treasure hunting glory. You have entered the domain where coins aren't just pieces of metal, they are silent keepers of fortune. Today we open the vault on one of the most powerful names in American numismatic history, the Roosevelt Dime. But make no mistake, the coin we are about to discuss is not just any dime. This is the 1977 no-mint mark Roosevelt Dime, shimmering in silver and golden tones. An artifact that isn't simply rare, it's in the realm of legend. And if you're lucky enough to hold it, you're holding more than a coin, you're gripping a life-altering treasure. Now, brace yourself, because as I peel back its history, unveil its unique traits, and reveal why collectors would cross oceans for this single piece, you will understand why this coin does not just belong in a collection, it belongs in a legend. The Roosevelt Dime was first minted in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a leader who guided America through its most trying times. For decades, these dimes were produced with exacting precision at the major mints, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. But in 1977, a peculiar anomaly emerged. Among the countless dimes released into circulation, a select few were struck without the telltale mint mark, the mark that identifies the birthplace of the coin. It was an invisible slip or perhaps an intentional move lost to history that created a ghost in the production line. The one before us today? It is more than just a missing mint mark. It carries a stunning silver and golden shade that whispers of decades gone by. The warm golden glow, likely a gentle oxidation over years of careful keeping, makes this piece radiate a museum-worthy aura. Its composition, a clad mixture of copper and nickel over a pure copper core, seems almost too humble for such a regal presentation, but make no mistake, it's this understated elegance that lures the most seasoned collectors into bidding wars they cannot resist. What makes the 1977 no-mint mark Roosevelt Dime stand apart is not just the missing mint mark. Though that alone is a massive rarity, it's the almost otherworldly combination of color, luster, and strike quality. Under direct light, this coin doesn't simply shine, it glows. The silver radiance dances with a golden blush along its edges, creating an effect that even high-resolution photography struggles to capture in its full beauty. The strike is crisp, with Roosevelt's profile standing proud, untouched by the decades. The lettering is razor-sharp, and the reverse torch, olive branch, and oak leaves remain perfectly framed as if struck just yesterday. For the trained eye, the absence of a mint mark above the date is like a beacon in the night, a signal that you have found something most collectors will never even see in person, let alone own. The 1977 no-mint mark Roosevelt Dime is not merely rare, it is an anomaly that has been hunted for decades. Imagine the countless rolls of dimes searched by collectors who find nothing but the ordinary, only to hear whispers of this elusive piece. In fine condition like the one we're speaking about today, the survival rate is so minuscule that its market value has skyrocketed beyond all logic. When such a coin enters the auction floor, the atmosphere changes. You can feel it in unspoken electricity, a sense that something historic is about to change hands. Veteran collectors lock eyes across the room, wallets ready, because they know finding another in this condition could take a lifetime. It's not just a coin, it's an artifact from a parallel timeline, a glitch in the minting matrix that birthed a fortune in disguise. Now, for the part that makes every collector's heart pound. In today's auction market, a USA Roosevelt one dime from 1977 with no mint mark, holding that captivating silver and golden shade, in fine condition as described, has a current market value of $175,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. $175,000. This is not speculation, this is the reality of today's high-end coin market. This isn't nice-to-have money, this is life-changing treasure. A single coin worth more than some entire collections. If it's in your possession, you don't just have currency, you have a millionaire maker tucked safely between your fingertips. And the price you heard is absolutely correct. In fact, in the right bidding war, this figure could explode higher, because demand for this coin is like dry tinder waiting for a spark. If you're hunting for this beauty, The first tip is patience, but not the quiet kind. You need to be relentless. Search estate sales, private auctions, dealer backrooms, and collector conventions. Always inspect the area above the date if the mint mark is missing and the coin has the right 1977 strike. You may be staring at fortune itself. Protect any find in a professional-grade coin holder, keep it far from environmental damage, and get it authenticated immediately by a top-tier grading service. Remember, condition is everything. The finer the preservation, the bigger the payday. The 1977 no-mint mark Roosevelt Dime is more than a rare coin. It's a piece of American minting history wrapped in mystery, beauty, and unimaginable value. For those who hold it, you're not just part of numismatic circles, you're part of a secret society of treasure keepers. And that's what my channel is about. Truth, trust, and the unveiling of the rarest, most valuable coins hidden in plain sight. Here, you know that every story is real, every value is researched, and every treasure is revealed without holding back. If you ever come across one of these beauties, remember you are holding a chapter of history and the kind of fortune most people only dream about. Stay with me because the next coin we uncover might just be the key to your own legendary discovery. Next coin, 2. This is no ordinary dime. This is the United States of America. Roosevelt Dime from the year 2000, a coin struck with the D mint mark, yet unlike any you've seen before. Its silver body ripples with golden waves that seem to move under the light, as if the coin itself is alive. And in fine condition, this beauty is valued today at an auction price so staggering, you might think you have stepped into a dream. The Roosevelt Dime's journey through the years has been marked by precision and consistency. By the year 2000, the Denver Mint had perfected the modern clad dime, a copper core sandwiched between 2 layers of nickel, giving the coin its silver tone. But here's the twist. Among the mass production of that year, a limited number emerged that were anything but ordinary. The coin we're discussing was not just a product of the Denver Mint, it was a masterpiece that nature and time collaborated on. Over the years, its surface developed a golden wave pattern across its silver base, creating a hypnotic shimmer when tilted in the light. This is no accident. It's the result of a perfect blend of original mint brilliance and a slow, graceful transformation over decades. It's as if history itself painted on this coin. This 2000 with D Roosevelt dime is unlike any other of its kind. While the standard 2000 dimes are instantly forgettable, this one is unforgettable. The golden waves wash across the silver fields, creating an effect that even the best coin photography struggles to capture. The relief of Roosevelt's profile remains sharp and undisturbed, his gaze fixed in timeless dignity. Look closer, and the D mint mark stands crisp and proud, marking its Denver origin, but this is no ordinary mint mark placement. The surrounding details, the date, the Liberty inscription, the motto, "In God We Trust," are struck with such precision they seem engraved by a master artisan, not a mass production press. On the reverse, the torch, olive branch, and oak leaves burn with definition, surrounded by the waves of gold that make this coin a visual masterpiece. The 2000 with D Roosevelt dime in standard form is common, but this is not standard. In this fine condition, with this level of natural toning and perfection, it has crossed the line from collectible to legendary. The number of coins like this in the world is shockingly small. A handful at best are known to be in private collections. When one appears at auction, the air changes. Collectors who thought they had seen it all sit forward in their chairs. Hands hover over bidding paddles. Dealers who swore they wouldn't buy another dime scramble to get in the game. This coin is a lightning strike in the numismatic world, rare, unpredictable, and unforgettable. And now, the truth every treasure hunter waits for: the value. In today's auction market, a USA Roosevelt dime from the year 2000 with the D mint mark, carrying this breathtaking silver and golden wave pattern, in fine condition as described, commands a market value of $135,000. Yes, $135,000. This is no exaggeration, no wishful thinking. This is the reality for a coin of this magnitude in today's market. It is a treasure in solid form, the kind of piece that can turn a collector into a legend overnight. And the price you just heard is absolutely correct. In the right bidding war, it can ignite into something even greater. If your goal is to hunt one of these 2000 with D beauties, you will need a mix of skill, luck, and relentless pursuit. Search in high-grade coin rolls, estate collections, and private dealer inventories. Always inspect under strong light. The golden waves are your clue, but so is the precision of the strike. Protect any find immediately with airtight archival grade holders. And never underestimate the value of professional authentication and grading. The right certification can push your coin's price into a whole new tier of bidding frenzy. The 2000 with D Roosevelt Dime with silver and golden waves is not just a coin, it's an heirloom of the future, a masterpiece of both minting and natural artistry. It's a perfect storm of rarity, beauty, and value. And those who own one are not just collectors, they are guardians of treasure. And here on my channel, we bring you nothing less than the truth, the thrill, and the full story of coins that can change your life. This is a place where you don't just learn about value, you feel it, you see it, and maybe one day you'll hold it. Stay with me because the next coin we unveil might just be the rarest jewel of them all. Next coin number 3. Treasure hunters, coin guardians, and seekers of the rarest fortunes. Welcome back to the chamber where legends are uncovered and hidden wealth steps out of the shadows. Today's revelation is a coin so modern, you might think it couldn't possibly carry a value that rivals the oldest treasures. But appearances deceive, and in the world of numismatics, rarity is not bound by age. What I'm about to show you is living proof, the United States of America. Roosevelt Dime from the year 2013, struck with the P mint mark, graced by natural gray waves that flow across its surface like whispers of a silent ocean. In fine condition, this coin stands not as a common pocket piece, but as a $125,000 treasure in today's market, a piece so extraordinary that it has rewritten what collectors expect from modern U.S. coinage. By 2013, the Roosevelt Dime had been in production for nearly 7 decades, a symbol of stability in American coinage. Minted in Philadelphia, marked by the proud P above the date, most 2013 dimes entered circulation without a second thought, passed from hand to hand unnoticed. But among them, a few, so few they are nearly mythical, emerged with a combination of perfect strike, flawless preservation, and the most breathtaking natural toning imaginable. The coin we are speaking of is a marvel of precision. Its clad composition, a copper core wrapped in layers of nickel, gleams with an almost mirror-like silver base. Yet over the years, this surface developed gray wave patterns that ripple across the coin's face and reverse. The effect is subtle, regal, and impossible to counterfeit. It's the mark of a coin that has lived carefully, protected from the wear of common use, yet aged just enough to acquire this natural artistry. Let your eyes trace the waves. The gray patterns on this coin are not blemishes, they are signatures of rarity. They shimmer softly under light, moving like the tide over Roosevelt's portrait. The P mint mark is bold and perfect, stamped with the precision only the Philadelphia Mint can deliver. The reverse design of the Torch of Liberty flanked by olive and oak branches is struck so sharply you can see the tiniest details in the leaves, the texture of the torch handle, and the fine lines of the flame. This level of detail, paired with the gentle gray toning, elevates this dime from ordinary to spectacular. Here's the truth that turns this dime into a legend. Very few 2013 Roosevelt dimes have surfaced in this level of beauty and preservation. The toning alone sets it apart, but when you combine it with the perfect strike and fine condition, you have something so rare it almost shouldn't exist. In the collector's world, modern rarities like this are hotly contested. Why? Because they prove that even in our era of mass production, minting miracles still happen. When a coin like this enters the market, there's no hesitation. Collectors, investors, and dealers all pounce, knowing it could be years before another like it appears. And now the moment where fantasy meets reality. In today's auction market, a USA Roosevelt Dime from 2013 with the P mint mark, shimmering with those perfect gray waves, in fine condition as we've described, commands a value of $125,000. Yes, $125,000 for a modern dime. The number is real, the demand is real, and the fortune is undeniable. This isn't just a collectible, it's a vault key, a financial treasure chest in the palm of your hand. And the price I just told you? It's absolutely correct and could soar higher if two determined bidders lock horns at the right auction. If you dream of owning this rarity, be relentless in your search. Scour high-grade, uncirculated rolls, buy direct from private collections, and keep a trained eye for the unique toning and flawless strike. Don't gamble on questionable sources. Authenticity is everything. The moment you find a candidate, get it into a protective holder and send it to a professional grading service. And remember, with modern rarities, demand moves fast. When you have the chance to secure one, hesitation is the only thing that can cost you. The 2013 P. Roosevelt Dime with gray waves proves that the age of a coin does not define its worth. Its rarity, beauty, and preservation do. This is a treasure from our own century, yet it stands shoulder to shoulder with the great rarities of history. And here, on this channel, I bring you not just coins but truth, trust, and the untold stories of value that can transform a collector into a legend. The vault is far from empty, and the next coin we reveal could be the one that changes everything for you. Next coin 4. We've traveled through decades of minting history already, but this is a revelation from the early 1990s, a decade many overlook in the search for treasure. And yet the coin I am about to show you proves that even in the modern age, legends can be born. Before you is the United States of America. Roosevelt Dime from 1992 struck proudly at the Denver Mint, marked by the unmistakable D Mint mark. But unlike any other 1992 with a D dime, this one carries a natural adornment of green spots across its beautiful surface, a phenomenon that turns it from a common coin into a six-figure masterpiece. The Roosevelt Dime story is long and steady, a tribute to Franklin D. Roosevelt's leadership and legacy. By 1992, the design had become familiar to every American, but beneath the surface, the mint continued to produce subtle variations and occasional anomalies that would become the delight of future collectors. This 1992 with D was born in the Denver Mint's high-speed presses, its core of pure copper sandwiched between nickel layers to give it the bright, silvery appearance we know so well. But something magical happened in the years that followed. Instead of dulling into ordinary wear, its surface began to display natural green spotting, a rare oxidation effect that, far from damaging the coin, transformed it into a work of art. These emerald touches swirl against the silver backdrop like hidden jewels scattered in moonlight, every one of them unique, every one a fingerprint of time itself. The green spots are not just color, they are history embedded in metal. Under the right light, they glow softly, contrasting with the silver fields and giving the coin a look that no mint could ever intentionally replicate. The D mint mark remains sharp and perfectly formed, a bold declaration of its Denver origin. Roosevelt's profile is struck with crisp detail, his hair strands and facial features untouched by heavy circulation. On the reverse, the torch of liberty burns bright in perfect relief, flanked by the olive and oak branches, each leaf and flame detail sharply defined. This is not just a dime. It's a visual narrative of mint perfection meeting natural transformation. Let's be clear, not every 1992 dime with green toning is valuable. What makes this one a legend is the combination of rarity, condition, and visual impact. Fine condition with preserved detail, distinct, attractive green spotting across the surface, extremely rare. Both together in a single coin, almost unheard of. Collectors who see this piece know instantly that it is a once-in-a-career opportunity. In private auctions, bidding starts strong and escalates quickly, not because of hype, but because those who know. Coins like this don't appear every year, they appear once in a generation, and when they do, they ignite competition that can shake the room. And now, the truth that turns this story into legend. In today's auction market, a USA Roosevelt Dime from 1992 with the D mint mark, graced with beautiful green spots, in fine condition exactly as described, holds a market value of $165,000. Yes, $165,000. This is not a dream, not a rumor, it's the living reality of the high-end numismatic world. This is a coin that has leapt beyond being currency. It is a treasure in its purest form, a fortune in the palm of your hand. And the value I've just given you? Absolutely correct, with the potential to climb even higher in the right bidding war. If you hope to track down a treasure like this, sharpen your skills and your patience. Study toning patterns. Know the difference between unattractive damage and the rare, alluring green patinae that collectors crave. Search estate sales, private dealer stock, and certified coin auctions. When you find one, act fast. Hesitation has no place in the hunt for legends. Get it professionally graded, protect it in a high-quality holder, and remember, presentation and preservation can add thousands to the final sale price. The 1992 with D Roosevelt Dime with green spots stands as proof that beauty, rarity, and value are not confined to centuries-old coins. Even in the last few decades, the mint has produced pieces that time has transformed into treasures beyond imagination. Here, on my channel, we bring you only the most trusted, most carefully researched stories of coins that carry real power, coins that can change the course of a collector's life. This is not rumor, not speculation. This is the truth of the treasure world, and I am here to bring it to you, coin by coin, legend by legend. And we are not done. The vault still has one more rarity to reveal today, and if you thought this was incredible, wait until you see what is next. Next coin, number 5. Treasure hunters, prepare yourselves. We have reached the final coin in today's journey. Before you stands the United States of America. Roosevelt Dime from the year 1988, struck with the D mint mark at the Denver Mint. Its surface kissed by a natural green patina that glows like the ancient treasures of empires past. This is no ordinary find. This is a masterpiece in metal, a survivor of decades, and a coin whose value today stands at a staggering $192,000. The year was 1988. The Denver Mint was in full swing, producing millions of Roosevelt dimes with the precision of modern machinery. Most were destined for a life of everyday transactions, gas stations, grocery stores, change jars. But among the millions, a tiny handful were destined for something else entirely. This dime began its life like any other, a pure copper core layered in nickel, bearing the timeless Roosevelt design. But over time, nature left its signature, a breathtaking green patina that spread across its surface in delicate, shimmering tones. Unlike commonware, this was not damage. This was a transformation, an enhancement that turned a simple coin into a visual treasure, as if the earth itself had painted it. The green patina on this dime is unlike anything you will see on a typical modern coin. It's not blotchy, it's not chaotic, it's a soft, even spread that enhances the silver fields and devices. In strong light, the green dances with subtle gold undertones, creating a jewel-like effect. The D mint mark sits perfectly formed, a quiet reminder of its Denver origins. Roosevelt's profile is crisp, each strand of hair visible, each facial contour untouched by heavy circulation. On the reverse, the torch of liberty burns bright, flanked by the olive and oak branches, every detail intact. The patina only amplifies the depth of the design, making this dime feel less like a piece of currency and more like a museum artifact. Coins like this don't appear on the open market every year. In fact, most collectors will never even see a true green patina 1988 with D dime in this fine condition, let alone own one. It is this combination rarity, beauty, and preservation that drives the frenzy when one is offered. At auction, the air changes the moment it appears. Collectors who thought they had spent their budget suddenly find room for one more bid. Investors who specialize in art and antiques step into the coin world just for the chance to claim it. This isn't hype. This is the reality of owning something almost no one else can have. And now the number that seals its place in legend. In today's auction market, a USA Roosevelt Dime from 1988 with the D mint mark, enhanced by a naturally formed green patina, in fine condition exactly as we've described, carries a market value of $192,000. Yes, $192,000 for a dime that, on the surface, looks like it came from a dream. And the figure I am telling you is absolutely correct. This isn't fantasy. This is the high-stakes world of numismatics, where beauty and rarity command fortunes. In the right auction battle, this number could rise even higher and fast. If you ever hope to find a treasure like this, patience will be your greatest ally, and expertise your greatest weapon. Study the unique toning patterns of green patina. Understand how natural toning differs from artificial treatments. Search high-end estate collections, private dealers, and certified coin sales. The moment you find one that fits the bill, secure it, protect it, and have it authenticated immediately. In the world of rare coins, the ones with true originality and beauty disappear quickly, and once they are gone into a private collection, they may never return to the market in your lifetime. The 1988 with Roosevelt Dime with green patina is more than the final coin in today's journey. It is the exclamation mark at the end of a legendary sentence. It's proof that modern coins can be just as valuable, just as breathtaking, and just as coveted as the ancient relics we so often revere. And here on this channel, you know the truth. Every story I tell you is real, every value is researched, and every treasure is shared without holding back. That's why this community is different, because together, we are not just collectors, we are keepers of history, guardians of beauty, and hunters of fortunes.